hopefully you'll get to know me for who I am. I mean, it's an art. It's not easy being yourself. This world makes you think you're so ugly, you know. You just hide our true self, but our true self is beautiful, man. Look at the kids, you know what I mean? Um, I got a lot of conspiracies in my head. That just alone, right? Just going out there is something that can create something, because I believe in secret societies. Secrets is what everything in this world that has any kind of establishment has a secret, has some kind of secret, because what they're trying to do is get your dollar or pound or yen, whatever, you know what I mean? They're trying to get that off you. So they have to sell you a lie. They have to sell you a lie. Otherwise, what are they? They're the same as you. But they've built something, and building it, it's kind of like diplomacy. It's like saying, this is what it is. I'm McDonald's. Check the uniform. Check the logo. Check it. Check 1, check 2, check 3. Yeah, check it out. So when you're checking all these things out, it make them or make you think that this is what I'm supposed to. I'm paying these people. They don't have to do that. I mean, they could go in there dressed like Tom, Dick, and Harry, right, and sell the burgers. But this way, it's a little bit more professional. Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what they do. But it's just, I've had a clothes shop. This is what I'm trying to say. We're not getting it. We're not getting it. I've had a clothes shop, and in order for me to have a business, I had to be dishonest in a way. I had to not be dishonest. It's not being dishonest. This is why it's legal. You're stretching the truth. You're not selling jeans for £60. You're not selling jeans for £50. You're selling jeans for £59.95. So it sounds like £50, but it's really £60. You see? You're not having a sale. You just put the prices up, and then you put them down. You put the price up at Christmas, you put them down at January. That's like a intelligent lie. It's not a lie. You see? So every kind of exchange, there's some kind of secret. There's something they're not telling you. They're not telling you that this top costs £1. They're telling you they want 13 quid, but it costs them £1. But they got their reasons why they charge. There's a lot of other things, you know. But the actual cost of the probably the jumper and the staff and everything. After that, you're probably making 3 times your money, maybe twice your money, maybe less if it's mass sales. But that's that. But yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies in my head, and I think a lot of them could be just coincidental, or they could be really real, like they could exist. Do you know, there's so many, like, because the thing is, this is what it is with history, yeah? History is illegal. The things that's happened in the past weren't something you can be proud of to write down and show people. That had to be hidden. So just that has kind of corrupt the whole course of the path of our lives, everyone's life. So that means you can't really know the truth. Do you know what I mean? And if that's the case, how many people know the truth and are not allowed to tell you about it? Like white people. Because I know white people they must have known about black civilization. Language, where's that? That's gone. So they took away language for a reason. But apart from all that, if we were kings and if pyramids were made by blacks, and if someone mashed up the faces so you can't recognise that it's blacks, add it up. That's what I'm saying, add it up. it's there to be added up. They can only hide so much. A person, a thief, a criminal can only hide so much. A criminal, a thief, a liar. Hello? Can only hide so much. But that's why, if you check out the Columbo movie, yeah, he don't know the situation until he goes in and does a bit of nosing around, and he finds out what happens without being there. He catches him out, because there's always evidence. There's always evidence. So, conspiracies. I got a lot of conspiracies, you know. That's why I just want to figure them out.
How are you?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you doing?
You on the phone?
Yeah.
I'm working again. It's 5 o'clock.
Alright.
Yeah?
That was one of the staff here who works here. Nice woman, very nice woman, vegetarian. Big up to that. That's what I want to become, vegetarian, or eat, or just be healthy, you know. Because like that's another conspiracy, you know. Like, but I can understand that one. I can understand that one. That one makes sense. That makes sense. But basically, the food's out there. Well, there's two ways you can look at the food situation. Yeah, the food situation is like this: you're hungry, you go to the shop. You go to the shop to choose something to eat. The choices are not healthy. One, someone could be just very greedy and know that these foods are very addictive and they make a lot of money. Two, someone could be, or the society, the Illuminati or the Masons, it could be many types of hidden societies. It could be one, it could be two, it could be three, they could be all linked together. They definitely exist. The reason why it definitely exists is because their job is not to be existent. Their job is to be invisible. So they'll never come out, but they'll always be there. And that's as far as you want to go with it in your mind, because if you go any further, you're going to injure yourself thinking about something you can't prove. It'll just make you go crazy. So the best thing is to look at it like they exist, but they don't exist. That's it. Right now, I'm one person out of 6 billion people. Is amazing, that thought. Beyond 6 billion people, and basically there's a good chance I could be listened to, but it's very thin because of the value of things. This is where their weakness is, because there's so many people, they cannot really control the world. They can only, we're like sheep, you know, and God and the dog and the guy with the stick. They guide the sheep, but they're not really in control of the sheep. They can't really say, look, jump, sheep, or think something and the sheep would do it. They can only guide it, you know. They can only guide it within that space, you know what I mean? Or wherever that's their shit, they guide it. But basically, it's like this, dude. Don't try and think too hard about the conspiracy thing, because it will make you mad. But like I was saying, it could be that. Oh yeah, back to the food thing. The food thing. What they're saying is now is because there's 6 billion people on Earth. That's overpopulating, right? So they have to have bad food, so we don't live as long, and the world is overpopulated. So people die at a certain age. If you notice, people do die at certain ages, and they're always illnesses. There's no natural deaths. Everyone I know is died of some kind of illness. So it's obviously we poison ourselves. We poison ourselves with the food. Because if I exercise, right, and when I exercise and I eat rubbish, I feel pain. If I don't eat rubbish, I don't feel pain. Or I feel a lot less pain. If I had just raw food all my life, I wouldn't feel no pain. And I would exercise very, very hard. That's what I've been doing, exercising extremely hard. And there's been pain all through the journey. The whole journey's been pain. So the foods are definitely... People don't really exercise. or they don't exercise properly, because if they did exercise, they wouldn't last because of the pain, because the food ain't really giving you the protein or what those, minerals and all them big words to do with food and protein and nutriment and all that. It don't give you that thing. It don't give you that thing. So because it don't give you that thing, it doesn't repair it properly, and you're in constant pain when you exercise hard. I hope I ain't chatting too fast there, because a lot of the time I'll be listening to your tubes and it's just going in one ear, out the other. Mumbling, man, mumbling. Talking is an art form. I think I'm good at it. I really do think I'm good at it. I used to kind of stutter when I was younger, but that was kind of like, I don't know what that was. But I don't really stutter. We all have that moment of stuttering, but it's not really a problem where it used to be. I think I was just insecure. Yeah, a bit slow with the words these days, but I hardly talk. I'm usually in a meditative state. I hardly talk. I think talking these days is like pissing in the wind, excuse my French. I don't like swearing either, really. I think swearing, I don't know, man. I got holy, I got spiritual, I got righteous, and my views has changed on swearing. It really did. And I've had some bad experiences, which make me I just don't feel comfortable with swearing. But that's one of those things which never happened, but it did. I try not to kill insects, I mean, I'm not a vegetarian, but I definitely do my share killing insects. But I don't even know about that with insects, because God made them small. So, the odds of them not dying from a human being is like 1,000,000 to 1. But obviously, try not to kill, but they will die. It's like their place on earth, their mind, their whole state of life is different than ours. They don't have the humanity we have. We care, we love, we wouldn't eat our own picnic, for example. I heard they do that. So they, it's a wild life. Wildlife is wild for real. But I honestly think there's a conspiracy with that too. I honestly think there wasn't wild at one stage. Everything was at peace. But from the division of the world, when the world divided, because if you look at the world, it's like a jigsaw, all links together. America links to England. If you put the world together, it would link all the little bits: Jamaica, Jamaica, Brazil, Africa, England, Italy.